guys, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown's episode 111. These are definitely not the same shirts we were wearing during Battleground review, nor is this the same drink that I've been sipping on, just to make it last through 2 videos.
Well, obviously, in the ring, we don't have John Cena or Bray Wyatt or AJ Styles. We have Cesaro.
Yeah, so it's totally not at the same time. We're recording 2 videos.
Which means it's the Raw review.
Yeah, it's the Raw review. So ignore the fact that we might look the same, but we're not. No. I mean, even Daniel Bryan's being a creeper this go-around.
Yeah, creeping. So yeah, this is the very first brand-exclusive Raw.
Yeah, and we have everybody on the stage when we open up the show, and Stephanie's given, like, I feel like this is like the State of the Union address for Monday Night Raw. Like, because, and I feel like the same thing's going to happen on SmackDown with, like, Shane. But I think Shane and Daniel's going to be more of a pep rally.
It'll probably be, you know, since they
just get everybody on the SmackDown roster and just chant yes for fucking 10 minutes.
I think since they do the intro videos for SmackDown, I think they might even do, like, earlier tonight, Shane and Daniel Bryan held a locker room pep rally, and just going to be everyone in the locker room kind of thing.
Yeah, could be fun.
Just to make it a little different.
But, you know, right off the bat, Stephanie's making some big matches.
Yeah, well, at first she lets everyone on the stage know that just as much as her, Mick Foley has the authority to make decisions when it comes to matches and what happens on the day-to-day basis of Monday Night Raw.
And this is going to be a cool thing because I think this means we're going to see a lot more outflux and influx of Shane and Stephanie.
Yes.
Because they've been pretty commonplace for a long time now, since WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So now we're going to kind of get where maybe they're not going to be on TV so much.
Well, you know, Stephanie and Shane, you know, they both have families. They both have a lot of outside work that they do.
Yeah, so it's
it'll be good to see them every couple of weeks. But it'll be fun to watch Mick and Daniel Bryan run the regular shows. But yeah, Stephanie, you know, immediately letting everyone know, hey, Dean Ambrose won last night.
And it's Roman Reigns' fault.
Yeah. Putting all the blame on Roman Reigns.
And Seth is so good, he's #1 contender already.
Yeah.
To what? A championship that doesn't exist?
Oh.
But it does.
But it does now. Because there's going to be 2 fatal 4-way matches later on in the show. And the winners of those 2 will go to the main event. And the winner of that match will face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the brand new WWE Universal Championship. I hate that name with a fiery passion.
You can wear it anywhere you go. Plus, it can turn your TV on.
I don't have one, so I don't give a fuck. I still think it's stupid.
It's got a built-in universal remote.
I still think it's stupid.
It can turn on any TV.
Also, she makes a match that because Sasha Banks got the decision over Charlotte the night before Battleground,
definitive submission
making the champ tap out, that Sasha Banks is going to get her championship match on Monday Night Raw. And I'm pretty sure, maybe, you know the results to some of these matches because it's probably going to be the thumbnail for the video. But we're not going to tell you what happened yet. We're going to go through some simpler matches first.
Yeah, some of the preliminary type bullshit.
We had Nia Jax debut and have a very aggressive, very definitive win over one of our Indie News regulars, Britt Baker.
Yeah, someone who's constantly on like the AIW Girls Night Out.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
This was good for Nia.
Which another one of those is coming up right around the corner.
Exactly. Yeah, it was good for Nia. She was a little nervous going into the match.
Visibly nervous. You can see it on her face.
But once the match was over, she realized she did good. She looked very strong. She did a lot of things she doesn't usually do, and I think that helped her. I could do away with the leg drop finish, but...
Yeah, where's that jackhammer we
saw?
Yeah,
do the jackhammer. For the love of God, do the jackhammer.
With Braun Strowman run over...
James Ellsworth.
Yeah, I already forgot his name.
He was a doofy-looking guy who said, I really wanted a match on Monday Night Raw, but I didn't know it was going to be against Braun Strowman.
Yeah. This is the second time. There's 2 times during this episode, one will come later, but where they had, like, the mic, somebody being interviewed by Byron, and the mic wasn't feeding out to the audience. The mic was going straight to...
I don't think this one was supposed to. I think
and I don't think either of them are supposed to. The two where this happens. And so, it's kind of a cool, unique thing that we're getting this, like, oh, hey, just for... Because, it happened during Braun's entrance, so obviously you're not going to have somebody trying to talk over...
Which his theme music is terrifying. It's just him yelling and then really aggressive music afterwards.
Yeah, and he comes out and fucking just...
Shaved the sides, he's got it pulled back in a ponytail, he's got an Obi-Wan Kenobi thing going on the side. Weird. Very different look for Braun Strowman, but
and he tears the guy apart.
Destroyed. Reverse chokeslam for the win. That's a good finisher.
Yeah,
I think stick with that.
It beats the chokehold.
Yeah, do the chokehold. That's cool, but do the reverse chokeslam a lot because that's a good one.
It's a Matt Morgan move.
Yeah, it was. A couple matches that were still kind of jobby matches, but had actual superstars in them. Neville made his return and defeated Curtis Axel.
Who's now Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant. This is a NFL draft deal. I guess the last person or anyone towards the end of the draft is always dubbed Mr. Irrelevant. And so he was announced by JoJo as Mr. Irrelevant.
Because he was the last person drafted.
He was the last draft pick for Monday Night Raw, and so he's kind of running with that. Didn't have Bo out there with him, didn't have Heath Slater with him, so I'm guessing the Social Outcasts are probably done.
Which is sad.
I'm still kind of hoping that when Heath comes back, maybe him and Bo are still together. Maybe they add a couple new members to the group. Maybe they're just trying this out with Curtis. I don't think it's going to work. Because Curtis Axel doesn't have the greatest track record of any gimmicks working. But yeah, Neville comes out.
Not without a partner.
Exactly. So Neville comes out and makes pretty quick work with him. Beats him with a red arrow. Good to see Neville back on Raw.
Neville leans to the left.
Yeah, that ankle messed them up a little bit.
I think so.
And then we go to a tag team jobbery type match when Enzo and Cass defeated the Shining Stars. Because Pokemon Go happened.
Yeah, because throughout the entire night you had a lot of R-Truth and Goldust running around catching Pokemon.
Because Goldust does play Pokemon Go. You check out Up, Up, Down, Down. Him and Xavier Woods have an entire video of them playing Pokemon Go.
One of them was on Bob Backlund, I think. One of them on Maurice?
Yeah.
Or
no, it was
some chick.
It was I don't know. If you know, post in the comments. I forgot.
Dana, Charlotte, Sasha. It was on Sasha.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because Sasha had a short promo.
Yeah. It went into her. Yeah, it went into her promo.
And then one of them, R-Truth, just thought the Pittsburgh Penguin logo was Pokemon. But yeah, they just came from the audience, got in the ring, went out of the ring. They just crossed through the ring and left.
And it was enough of a distraction that Primo was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then turned around into a boot.
R-Truth was holding the phone and he was trying to catch them by hand.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, Truth. So yeah, Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass picking up an easy tag team win there. And then before we get into the big matches, we had the New Day celebration of being the longest reigning WWE World Tag Team Champions at 337 days.
Yep, celebrating. They had balloons. They had balloons of the numbers 337.
And Bootios is a real cereal now.
They have launched the Bootios.
You can buy it at any FYE store or on FYE.com.
Yeah.
So they're just.
I wonder if they're going to sell it at FYE affiliate stores.
We might have to go to the mall and find out.
Yeah, because
we got one.
Suncoast.
We got
FYE
one.
affiliate.
We might be taste testing some Bootios on this channel.
Yeah, if you buy them offline, they're $12 a pop.
Yeah, they're spendy, but I'll buy a box of Bootios just because New Day rocks.
I might get addicted to some expensive cereal.
Then we had this weird thing where they had a honorary member of the New Day who ended up being Sonny Boy. And they couldn't believe that his name was Sonny Boy.
This was just the part. This is I'm one out of every dozen or so New Day promos has that one time where I'm just okay, get on to the funny part.
It got a chant from the crowd. The crowd chanted Sonny Boy.
And then Anderson and Gallows are going to play spoiler here.
Yep.
They're gonna rain on the parade. They're gonna crash the party. they're gonna leave the cake out in the rain.
Yeah, and it's just destroy the New Day. They even end up going and talking crap to Sonny Boy, and like they actually ripped Xavier Woods and Kofi's New Day shirts off and threw them at the guy, along with Kofi's jacket, by the way. I don't think Anderson realized he had that, but it was there, and so I'm pretty sure they got it as a plant, so they probably got it back. But if not, there's a lucky fan that now has a New Day vest.
Probably made it give it back.
Probably.
Because I remember when we were in Raw. At Raw.
We weren't actually in Raw.
We were at Raw the night after WrestleMania 31 when Neville made his debut.
Yes.
And when he chucked his cape off and it went into the crowd,
right.
And then one of the security guards went over and made the guy
night after WrestleMania last year.
Yeah. Made him give the cape back. So I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, if the New Day vest accidentally makes its way to the crowd, it probably purposely made its way back.
Yes. Now we'll move into our two Fatal 4-Way matches. So first off, we get Rusev, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and the first NXT draft pick from this year's draft, Finn Balor, in a Fatal 4-Way match.
Yeah.
Starting the night off fucking strong.
Yeah. Not to go into too much detail because obviously it's a Fatal 4-Way match. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
it was good. Cesaro's on point because he's always...
All four of these guys were really on point with their stuff.
Finn holding his own despite being outsized in the match.
Yeah. Finn Balor, easily the smallest guy in the match.
But yeah, no, the match was really good.
We eventually get Cesaro going for the sharpshooter, and Owens stops it and actually hits a cannonball on Rusev in the corner, and then Finn gets in and shitwhip drop kicks Owens into Rusev, then hits the sling blade on Kevin Owens to take him down, hits another drop kick on Rusev, heads up to the top, hits the coup de grace, and he moves on to the main event with a chance to go face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
And here I'm crossing my fingers that Finn takes the whole night because I just realized the prospect of Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, and that would just be a hell of a match.
Yes. And then our second Fatal 4-Way was Chris Jericho, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, and Roman Reigns. Same situation. This match is still good. Still a good match. A lot more hard hitting in this match, I think.
Yeah, because fuck Sheamus.
And Roman Reigns.
It's kind of like boo Roman Reigns, but fuck Sheamus.
And then Roman Reigns won really simply. It wasn't anything like that epic moment at the end of the first one. They didn't really recreate it in any sort of fashion.
No, this was very much a divide and conquer kind of match. Because right off the bat...
all three of them tried to beat the shit out of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and I mean, like, off the bat, you immediately had, like, a Sheamus-Jericho alliance.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
like, it was kind of the idea. So you had that mentality almost the whole match, is get rid of A, get rid of B, so you can pin C.
Yeah, well, it was like Sammy joined in on the beatdown on Roman Reigns, and then as soon as Reigns was taken out on the outside, he realized, oh shit, now I'm by myself against Jericho and Sheamus. And so then it was easily a 2-on-1 beatdown on Sammy. But then you do have the egos of both Sheamus and Jericho that play in, and then they start going after each other eventually.
And so somehow, I don't even remember, but I think Sheamus and Zayn are at one point just now negated from the match.
Yeah.
And you have just a really simple sequence of moves.
Yeah.
That ends with Roman Reigns.
Jericho was making fun of Roman Reigns. He was doing the stretch in the corner, and then went for a spear of his own, which was stupid. And then
it looks really goofy.
he just ran with his head down. He looked like
it's because I don't think Jericho knows how to spear.
I think he was like, I think this is how Rhino did it in ECW. Just starts running with his head down.
Like he doesn't know. He doesn't do it, so it's not something he knows. How to make it look like it.
It's not a Jericho thing.
Maybe he didn't invent that.
We found something that Jericho didn't invent. But then we moved on. So now we know Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor in the main event. Looking real scary. It's especially after what happened at Battleground.
But then we're going to move on to a match, dare I say, match of the night.
Yes.
In much in the same way that Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn was match of the night at Battleground. These ladies, Sasha and Charlotte, for the Women's Championship, they tore it down because this is the time that, despite the fact that Charlotte's been doing everything she can to dodge Sasha Banks, they finally get to take out all this animosity they have for each other on each other.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke gets ejected from ringside.
Yeah, she got a little too handsy. The referee saw it, and well, actually, there was the moment she got handsy. The referee's like, "Okay, if I see you do anything one more time, I'm gonna eject you. You're not gonna be out here."
And then she sneezed, and he's like, "Fuck you, get away."
No,
even
that's
better.
not what happened. Even better, Sasha pulled an Eddie.
Yeah.
And she was on the outside, and she grabbed the championship and threw it in the air, and it freaked out Dana. And Dana went, "Ah!" and grabbed the belt, and then started walking towards her, like, "What are you doing?" And the referee saw her. And then as the referees get out of here, you see Sasha just down on the side going, "Bye-bye." It's just the most adorable, conniving look on Sasha.
Such a good tribute.
Yeah,
to
that was classic Eddie Guerrero.
And you had these ladies they left.
Fucking awesome.
They left it all in the ring.
This is probably the thumbnail, so
and
you probably know how this one ends.
And out of the ring, because Sasha dove.
Yeah.
Scorpioned herself on the landing.
She leaded real hard.
Yeah, just the good part about this is that the guardrail wasn't right there.
Yeah.
In the leading one.
Because they went.
They went ramp side.
Yeah, they went ramp side. So yeah, it gave her a little bit more space.
Didn't look like she was gonna crash and break and into the barricade and stuff. Charlotte moonsaulting off the top rope to the floor.
That was intense. She took a hard bump out there, too.
I got scared because Sasha's so small.
Yeah, no, Charlotte is exponentially bigger.
She's
not a base.
like somebody who'd be good for catching.
Maybe in the ring, but not to the outside. From the top rope to the outside is a much further distance.
But yeah, and then Charlotte gets Sasha in the figure 4.
And Sasha, once again, that pit bull mentality we talked about on Battleground. She's not letting it happen. She just keeps fighting it, and she's so adamant, and she actually ends up rolling to the outside, which actually drops Charlotte out. So Charlotte's actually able to wrench on her legs through the bottom rope for a bit, kind of adding to the already weakened knee that Sasha has.
Yeah.
And then it's tenacity, it's survival, it's just...
Sasha kicks out a natural selection.
Yes. Charlotte wouldn't let her get the double knees until one moment she was just a fluid moment. She was able to drop both of her knees right on Charlotte, but Charlotte just keeps fighting back.
Yeah, Sasha uses her knees to the fullest extent
she did two of the
double knee dives.
Yeah, double knee dives.
Did one off of the apron and then one in the ring.
Yeah, and both of them look fucking awesome.
It's a good move for her.
It is.
It's one of those ones because she's one of the smallest women on the roster.
Yeah.
That it's one that visibly looks like she's using every ounce of her body weight.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're 90 to 100 pounds. You throw 100 pounds at somebody's head, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So
knees first.
And then we get the really great end where Charlotte fights her way out of the first bank statement, and then you get this emotional, just defiant look on Charlotte's face. She goes, "You will not beat me. You will never beat me." And then she goes for a clothesline that Sasha ducks, flips around into another backstabber, into the bank statement, and with absolutely no other option, Charlotte taps out, and Sasha Banks on Monday Night Raw becomes the brand new WWE Women's Champion.
And the crowd loses it.
If there was ever any doubt that Sasha was over with the crowd, it was squashed in this moment.
I said that she's the Danielle Bryan.
Yeah.
Because the yes
they
chants,
erupted into yes chants. It was fantastic.
And Charlotte left, and she looked like she was crying. And, you know, it is definitely a bittersweet moment for Charlotte. 'Cause Charlotte had a good reign as champion, very long reign.
But you know that she's really proud of Sasha.
Absolutely.
Because they are really great friends. This was a good 24 hours for the Four Horsewomen. Bayley making her surprise debut, Becky having a killer match with Natty, and then these two killing it two times in 2 nights.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic cap to what these ladies have been doing over the course of the 24 hours. And it's Sasha, a super emotional, just very, you know, she knew she was going to do it, and she fucking did it. So, congratulations, my girl, Sasha Banks is the women's champion, and I'm loving every bit of it. Now, WWE, don't screw this up.
We got the main event.
Now we're going to talk about Roman Reigns versus Finn fucking Balor, okay?
Alright, so right off the bat, you know things aren't going to start out hot and heavy because both of these guys just got done wrestling. Earlier in the night, they got done wrestling 3 opponents.
Yeah. Finn has a little bit more of a rest time because his was the opening match.
Yeah, and there was the Nia Jax match between the 2 Fatal 4-Ways.
Yeah, so Finn's had a little bit more time to rest, but that didn't really help him because he's half the size of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, and you know, despite the fact that he was highly outsized or outstrengthed by like Rusev and Cesaro in that opening 4-way match, Roman was the one that really took the biggest advantage of it by like immediately beeling Finn Balor across the ring.
That was fucking impressive. Like
he hit like a good arc and
he
like
hooked
landed
him across the ring.
And it was a thing, you know, it's like I think maybe Roman Reigns had a little underestimation of Finn Balor because Finn Balor just kept kind of coming back and kicking out of every big move that Roman Reigns could do. He did that.
Well, yeah, you gotta think.
Sit out powerbomb.
Yeah, his new like Razor's Edge thing that he does into the Liger Bomb is, I don't know why he does it. It's cool. But yeah,
that's why he does it. It's because it's a cool movie he can do.
So okay.
He found he's got a knack for that sit out powerbomb with getting the legs up over
he's
doing basically almost hitting a Liger Bomb version every single time. And it was like when Finn kicked out of that, like Reigns had that look on his face. He started smiling in this like, okay, I have to admit this kid is pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of moment.
And it was and then you know you don't really think power game with Finn, but if you get Finn kicking you, you're going the fuck down.
Yeah, we had a 2-bit combo from Finn Balor that really rocked Roman Reigns' shit because they were on the outside and Finn hit the penalty kick flush on Roman Reigns' head and then like tosses him back in the ring and Roman Reigns is starting to get up and he goes to the top rope and hits a double stomp right to the back of Roman Reigns' neck.
Yeah, did he actually hit the 1916 or did Roman reverse out of that?
I don't remember.
I don't think in the 2 matches he's actually hit it yet. He tried for it in the Fatal 4-Way.
He didn't get it. He hit it, but like the toned down version of it because it was like
you just like drop him as opposed to like pick him up.
Yeah, it was
more of a reverse DDT as opposed to like the actual like lifting impaler.
Or like what Devon does, where he does like the forward dropping. Motion. He did that because I think Roman's a little big and maybe not quite certain how to take that move.
Yeah.
So you know they try to get it. The message got across.
Yeah. Roman Reigns is well aware now.
But yeah, no, it was another good match, and this is just like right off the bat they're establishing on Raw why Finn Balor was drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
You know, they're saying, hey, we drafted this guy in the first round. He was a first-round draft pick because we think he's a big deal. So we're going to put him in the main event of Monday Night Raw, his first night in.
And Roman Reigns was the second round.
Yeah.
But eventually, you know, Roman's got him in position. He's got him in the corner. Sets up. He hit a Superman punch.
A gnarly Superman
yeah.
match.
And so, Roman really feels like he's got it in the bag. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Finn is getting up, and as he runs for the spear, Finn actually gets, I think, a knee up and catches Roman right in the head, and then ends up just on, all of that one moment, just Finn knows what to do, immediately hits that sling blade, and the fastest I've ever seen him go up to the top rope, he is up there in an instant.
Yeah.
And hits coup de grace right in the chest of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, when he hit it at Rusev in the first match, it was directly in the stomach.
Yeah, no, he was on point with the coup de grace. And Finn Balor defeats Roman Reigns. He's going to face Seth fucking Rollins at SummerSlam for a title I don't really give a shit about, but at least we have two awesome candidates to win the title.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that it's very much in the same way like when Paige got called up. Her first night on Monday Night Raw won the championship from AJ. Mm-hmm. Where this is Finn's first night on Raw. He immediately gets to win 2 matches, become number 1 contender. His first pay-per-view match, he could potentially become the champion of Monday Night Raw.
Not only did he pick up 2 big wins, but he picked up 2 big wins over 2 of the biggest guys on the roster in Rusev and Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Roman Reigns losing clean to Finn Balor, and Rusev, who still has less than a dozen guys who've pinned him clean.
Yeah. It's a very good, it's a very good indication of the, what's the word I'm looking for? The faith that they have in Finn Balor.
Absolutely.
Obviously, his time on NXT has proven his worth. The crowd fucking loves him. This crowd wasn't too into the arm raising thing during the entrance, but get on that, people. That's what we need to do. But yeah, awesome for Finn. A good night of Monday Night Raw to follow up Battleground.
See if SmackDown can keep the pace up.
Exactly. That's it for the Raw review. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe.
Click all the links down in the description.
Hit us up on them social medias.
If you're listening to the podcast, you get all your regular reviews. If you're not, you're watching videos, you want to check out that playlist because you get our Battleground review and you get the CWC coming up at the end of the week.
Yeah, you want to see more cool videos, the YouTubier side of the Wrestling Rundown crew. Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans. That's our second page. You're going to get other things that aren't blah, 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 blah reviews.
Exactly. And that's it.
Post in the comments.
Post in the comments what your favorite part of Battleground and or Raw was. What are you looking forward to at SummerSlam? But that's
what show do you think's better, Raw or SmackDown?
And we'll see
Even
you
if SmackDown hasn't happened yet.
at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Sheamus.
Yeah.